to more Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous Beta. Today we're gonna defeat the first act boss, and we're gonna defeat a couple of tough opponents up until that fight. But since these fights are very difficult on the hardest difficulty, what I've done here is that I've already prepared, like all the good TV chefs, I've prepared a little bit. So I've already defeated every boss, even the first act boss, and I'm gonna show you how to do it if you're playing this yourself on the hardest difficulty. We're just gonna run through the fights, what to look for, what the difficult part is, and how to get through it and stuff like that. So, with no further ado-s, wills, as they say, here we are. So first opponent I'm gonna fight is a guy who casts potion. You can find him if you open the hidden door in the same room that we fought the Brimrax. So if you open that door, you can go down those stairs, and you can fight a guy who casts potion. I think he's a named character, even. I think his name is something that started with Ozolia. Something like that. So this fight is kind of straightforward. He's gonna cast bombs. So first of all, I'm gonna place everyone as far back as I can here. I even think I placed one Smilodon in another room here, so that he is not gonna take a hit. So what's gonna happen here, when we open the door, the fight is going to start, and I've pre-buffed everyone essentially in this fight with everything that we need. And I'm staying back because they have pretty good range, and the first thing that's gonna happen is the guy with potion, he has 2 potions that are blinding potions. When he's throwing those potions, we need to be careful, because that's the only difficult part of the fight, because we don't want our entire team to get blinded, because it lasts, I think, 50 seconds or something like that, so you get blinded, and it's really, really bad to get blinded, so we don't want that. I think I also threw in like a web or something to slow down people behind. I don't think you need to throw in a web, but I think it's kind of nice to do that. And then I just use the good old hold position trick. I'm gonna use that a lot. I love that thing. If you press on a character and you press H, it's going to stay in the hold position. It's gonna stay in that position, and it's only going to attack if someone is close enough, which is very, very good to do. And essentially every time we have a doorway, we're just gonna position 2 Smilodons there and just have them stand there, because it's a good tactic. So I stay back with everyone. My Kinetses are just gonna cast Rack on them, because they are humanoids. They of course have blood, so we're automatically always gonna hit with the Racks. So I'm gonna skip ahead there, because there's not gonna be too much. He's gonna throw 2 bombs. After he's thrown the 2 bombs, this is also why I'm staying back here, because these guys are casting negative energy, and if you can avoid it, try to stay out of the negative energy bubble that they create. But I'm gonna jump to the next clip when we actually defeat this guy, to save a little bit on the time. There it is. Okay. Took a little bit of time for it to load there. So here I'm casting, let's see here, casting some Racks on... It doesn't matter really in what order you defeat these guys in this fight, actually. Drinking some healings, took some damage, not too interesting. I'm gonna skip ahead there. So essentially, when he has thrown those bombs, all we need to do is just heal the damage that we're gonna take from all the ranged attacks that's gonna come in, while at the same time dealing enough damage to slowly whittle them away. I mean, we have so many healing potions. As you can see, I have like 50 healing potions or something I prepared for this fight, so we're definitely gonna have enough healings for this. And that's that. Oh, there we can see his name also. Othiribu was his name. Othiribu. And he's just the last guy, and we defeat him. So this fight is very simple. Not too much to talk about. By defeating him, you get a belt, which gives you a +2 bonus, enhancement bonus to your dexterity. No, is it enhancement bonus? I think it is. Your dexterity, which is nice. Not amazing or anything, but it's kind of nice. Kind of a nice belt. So, next guy that we fought were the ghouls. There it is, the ghouls. So let's run that clip. So what I've done here is pretty much the same thing as in the last battle. It's gonna be very, very similar. But here I'm gonna switch all my Kinetsis into Water Blast, because since we're fighting undead characters, the undead characters, I think I'll even pause to explain this. That's fine. You can run back on. Since we're fighting undead characters, they don't have blood. So we can't use Rack on them, which makes this fight much more difficult, since we have 3 blood kineticists in this party. It's much more difficult. What we can do though is that we can actually use the fire spells on our main character, and sometimes we can hit with the Smilodons. So the Smilodons have a lot of buffs on them. They have, since we have a brown fur transmuter, they will of course have +6 to dexterity. Okay, I messed up the whole position there also. That's fine, I'm gonna move them around a little bit. We're gonna get a +6 to our dexterity, of course. Then we have the protection from evil, which is gonna give a further +2 deflection bonus. Then we have mage armor, which give 4 armor. And then we have bark skin, which gives 2 natural armor. And I think that's about every buff we have on them. And I just messed up my whole position completely. So this fight at the beginning is a little bit of a mess. I'm like desperately trying to move everyone to the correct position. Luckily these guys are really slow, as you can see they're undead. The only guys you need to care about here are gonna be the guys who are ghouls, the ghoul stalkers. The other ones are super easy to kill. They die in with like 1 fireball, so they're mostly there for fluff reasons, I think. So the ghoul stalkers have an attack which, if it lands, petrifies a target, and that's very dangerous, because if something is petrified, I think everything will automatically be a hit against it, which means things will die extremely fast if they get off a petrification. They can only hit our Smilodons on natural 20s though. Because we have buffed them up so much, so it's not likely that they hit, but if roll enough dice, and at some point you're gonna roll that natural 20, you're gonna hit and you're gonna petrify our Smilodons, and that's even gonna happen in this fight. So that makes it a little bit difficult, but we are just gonna stand here, we're gonna cast fire spells on them, and they have a lot of HP. I think they have like 80 or 100 or something like that on the hardest difficulty that we're playing. So it took a little bit of time. I'm gonna skip ahead, we take some fire spells. It becomes a little bit chaotic here in the end, but one of these guys started like face walking through our Smilodon for unknown reasons. And it's just me throwing fire spells essentially at them until they die. See, that should be there, and now there's just some crusaders here, and they're easy to take out. One Smilodon died there, but we're gonna sleep to the left here. You can't see it. Oh, the mouse point is visible, perfect. Over here, there is a pool which removes a little bit of corruption. So we're gonna sleep, and we're gonna use that to remove corruption so that we don't get to the first corruption level. That's all that happened here. You don't get any notable items from this fight. You only get a little bit of experience, and you get access, most importantly, to the 3rd level, which is where we're gonna first fight the Minotaur, and then we're gonna fight the last boss. So the Minotaur fight is a little bit difficult, but let's jump into the Minotaur fight, and I'll explain that fight. Let's see. This took a lot of tries, actually. It looks so easy when I jump into it right now, but it actually was quite difficult. So what I did in this fight, and unfortunately I didn't record the beginning of this fight, what I did in the beginning of this fight is I threw 3 nets down just to slow him down as much as possible. It's really difficult to slow this guy down because he has amazing saves against everything. And then I used a spell called like Create Hole or something like that, like I think it's called, with my Arcanist, and I created 2 pits which he fell down in repeatedly next to each other, very close to this point here. This is where I put the holes. That's why he's bugged up here in the air, because of these holes, I think. Wow, why is this playing and not playing a million times a second? I don't know. So that's what happened at the beginning of the fight, and then we just stood at range and just racked him from range. Of course, we have the Smilodons buffed up as much as possible, and we already got in like probably 150-200 damage while he was just jumping between holes here. So he has an insane amount of HP, but finally he went down and we didn't really take any considerable amount of damage. So this guy's just try to stay away from him and try to buff up your AC as much as possible. That's all I can say about this fight. If you have the pit spell, great. If you have anything that slows him down, nothing seems to work against him, like mind affecting spells. I mean, yeah, they work, but it's like 1 in a million to get them off, because he has very high spell resistance and very good saves. So the only thing that seems to work against him is like ground-based effects, where he repeatedly needs to make a save against it. So things that slow down, things that create difficult terrain, things that block so that they can't walk, those things are gonna be really good against the Minotaur. And yeah, that's the Minotaur fight. Next up is gonna be, oh, and from the Minotaur you get a Great Axe +2. So next up is gonna be the last fight. So here is probably gonna be some read. Oh my god. Gonna have time to do this reading. Let's see if it jumps in. Yeah, there it is. And was there more text? There was! Upon entering the chamber where the vanquished Wardstone resides, the Crusaders could have expected many things: an ambush, deadly spells, or a horde of enemies. But not an empty hall, still and silent, with no Minotaur or her henchmen. Only the obelisk and the glimmers of light dancing on the dirty floor. But then again, all is not as placid as it seems. Garbled Flag once again hears the seething choir. This time the voices sound louder, more insistent. One step, another, and suddenly Garbled Flag sees the Wardstone not as it was a moment ago, but somehow completely different. It is no monolith emanating light. Excuse me. It is a cage made of pure energy. The place where the Discari struck looks like a festering wound, which tendrils of dirty red and purple darkness creep throughout the entire artifact. And there, inside, two hosts of flaming warriors are locked in battle. One is light, the other blood red. But they're all waiting. For what? And then I press the red word or something. The light warrior speaks of duty, service, and sacrifice made. The words reveal the truth of the Wardstone. Each one contains a host of angels, volunteers from the heavens who committed to this indefinite imprisonment in order to guard mortal kind from the demonic threat. They make no complaint, they ask no easing of their burden. If the goddess and her herald offered them the same choice again, they would have considered it the ultimate honor to sacrifice their freedom for the cause. The angels know the Discari's evil plan. When the last of the light warriors falls, the Wardstone will become a deadly explosive that will destroy everything around it, and the other obelisks in the chain will meet the same fate. The light warriors pray for help. They plead for someone to strike down their fallen brethren. Those who succumb to the demonic corruption are already beyond salvation, but if they are stopped, it will allow the Wardstone to heal and the light host to continue its duty. The crystal chisel discovered in the ruins of Canabras is the ideal weapon for this task. It will cut out the corruption along with those who have succumbed to it and restore the Wardstone to its full power. Aeon Mythic Pacts. Okay. The eyes of the Aeon pierce through the essence, matter and time and reveal the truth of the Wardstone. The stones are just as much a perversion as the world wound itself. The demons are not of this plane, but this did not give Imode and her herald license to disrupt the balance still further by imprisoning untold numbers of angels in stone. A crime committed in the name of good does not offset those committed in the name of evil. It only multiplies the harm done to the cosmic order. Okay? Let's see here. The Red Warriors speak of pain and lies and disillusionment. Their words reveal the truth of the Wardstone. The barrier surrounding the world's wound is built on the bondage and suffering of countless angels. Every injury dealt to the Wardstone, these angels experience as physical agony. The pain is driving them insane. Deceived by the hollow platitudes about duty and service, they suffer torment day after day for the sake of ungrateful mortals who do not even know their names. Enough! The Red Warriors know that their blades, now turned against their former brethren, hasten the triumph of the Discari and his servants. Once the Wardstone has been wholly conquered by the corruption, it will become a deadly weapon under the demon's control. Some of the obelisk's prisoners beg for freedom, while others pray only for death. But they all ignore that this existence is unendurable. The crystal chisel discovered in the ruins of Canabras is the perfect weapon for a massacre. It cannot force open a door for those who wish to escape, but it can destroy the Wardstone along with all its prisoners, willing and unwilling. None will be able to claim victory, but all will be gifted the merciful death that will end their suffering once and for all. Make a decision. So what are we gonna make decision about? We're gonna choose good there, Angel Mythic Path. Quell the anger of the Red Warriors by offering them peace. So good, we offer them peace. Okay. The girl with flag addresses the furious Red Warriors, not in words but in her intentions and aspirations. The torment-wearied angels see the compassion in her and also promise of rest. One day the demons will be driven back. One day the whirlwind will vanish, like the nightmare chased away by the spring dawn. One day the sky above Canabres will once again gleam a dazzling blue. When that day comes, the Wardstone will no longer be needed, and the angels' watch will be at an end. Overcome by the vision, the red warriors drop their weapons. With bowels heeds, they say words of farewell and fall into a deep sleep, one that will not be broken until the day of the promise is fulfilled, and they will regain their freedom. The injury inflicted by the Discari still seems scarlet within the Wardstone, but the spread of corruption has been halted. The obelisk fills with a vital, healing light. The Crusaders succeed. The angels' battle within the Wardstone has ended. The threat of the entire chain of stones has been eliminated. Of course, this has won no guarantees of safety for the future. What happened here can happen again. The Mendevians can no longer rely on Imode's gift as they once did. Danger has passed for now. And then we get a little bit of a cutscene here, and we'll see what happened. You remember in the beginning of the game, these characters, unfortunately there's no sound there also. They carried us on a, what's this called in English? Like a medical thing. We were wounded, right? So those people that carried us were actually demons, as you can see. Look at them, Sature. They rejoice like children. The storm is coming and none of them sees it. Shall we add to their festivity? Oh, maybe not the storytellers one. Shall we add to their festivities, my lady? How about a little lightning to burn their flesh? Oh no, Sature. We'll leave such frolics to the Discar's little gnats. We're here for something else. Something I've greatly anticipated for a long time. So what is this? Well, why are they bringing us here? I presume that is us, because it looks like us. And this is exactly what happened in the beginning. And this is exactly the place where it happened. It kind of makes sense. Doesn't it? Kind of makes sense? Yeah. This fight is actually surprisingly easy. The Minotaur fight is more difficult, I feel like. Much more difficult than this fight, if you know what to do. In this fight, there's only one thing which matters. There's gonna spawn a lot of monsters, and you're gonna get a buff on you, which gives a lot of positive effects on you. That's why you're even able to fight in this fight, else you would have just died instantly in this fight. But because of this buff, oh my god, I wasn't speaking there, which I completely forgot about, okay? Here's here. The blistering vivid memories release you when you return from the depths of the past to the present. You feel a fresh breeze on your face. The energy expelled from the Wardstone has blown the roof of the great garrison. Oh my god, did I really? Don't click that fast? Oh, okay, we'll skip. Oh no, we can't skip that. Come on. Up! Man, I'm fast, look at this. There it is! I managed to pause it. Okay. Minago. What are you doing here? How did Minago get there? She doesn't rush into the chamber. She has been here the whole time. But some unknown spell has stopped you and your enemies from seeing each other. Ah, I see the tricks. Wait, is this Minago saying this? What are you doing here? No, this is us saying this to Minago, I'm pretty sure. I see, the tricks from pathetic goddess, haha! So even Imode will resort to dirty tricks. Wait. How did Minago get here? Doesn't rush into the chamber. She was here the whole time, but some unknown spell stopped you and your enemies from seeing each other. Ah, okay, they couldn't see us and we couldn't see them. Okay, I thought they could see us, but we, okay. Okay, I understand. Complicated. And then Minago says the second line. Oh, she says the first time also. Ah, I see the tricks from your pathetic goddess. Ha ha ha! So even Imode will resort to dirty tricks when you have her cornered. Don't celebrate yet, mortal. There's no hide. There's no one to hide you from me now. Triumph flares in Minago's eyes. Look, you're already wounded, pathetic mortal. I have no trouble in finishing you off. Looking down, you notice the wound on your chest that has opened up again. It's bleeding as if it were hit by a sword, but there is no pain. All you feel is power filling you. Right before your eyes, The edge of the wound starts to join again and heal until it closes fully. Minago stares at you with an expression displeased surprise. You'll die anyway. Okay. Skip ahead 1 second. Okay, just had to pause the recording. For 1 moment. The demoness looks formidable with her entourage around her, but her threats ring hollow to you now. You look at her and you feel like a titan looking at an ant. Overwhelming, all-conquering power fills you. What? That little demoness? Those irritating hordes of the abyss? The gods themselves are your only equals now. Oh my god! Good. Crusaders will never surrender. Minago, what are you babbling about? You can't possibly still have any hopes of victory. You doomed little cockroach. You pathetic crusaders are laughingstock of the abyss. Your god has sent you to die. You think that's victory? All you've done is postpone the deaths of all other mortals. And not even for long. But your wait for death is over. You won't see what I'm going to do with your little friends, because I'm going to kill you right now. And then the battle starts. And it's very, very simple. What you're gonna do is everyone is gonna target Minago, because nothing else in this fight matters. It doesn't matter if you kill the demons, because you're just gonna beat more demons. I think with the main characters, since these are all immune to fire, I'm just throwing around holes or something in this fight. But just target Minago and hope that one of your characters doesn't randomly die. Target her with everyone, and this fight is gonna be simple. Let's see, this fight is like... It's 3 minutes, like 1 more minute of this fight. I think we can watch the entire fight, because it's really, really simple. I use this lesser sonic quiver. This is a quiver, I don't think it matters in the fight, but I will deal a little bit extra damage. You find it after you killed... You know, remember the guy who threw the potions that I talked about in the beginning? There's a room next to that room where I found that quiver. I don't think it's gonna matter, but. And I just... Okay, we skip ahead a bit, because I paused way too much. Let's see here. Where is it? Okay, there we're targeting her. Again, and again, and again. We're just shooting with everything, and at some point we dealt enough damage to her. Some point. Attack her! Attack her! Smilodons are also dealing insane amount of damage because of the buffs that we get from the Wardstone that we have on us. So we did, as you can see, like 27 damage and 5 attacks each. So the Smilodons are really dangerous in this fight. I think if you have a party full of pets, this fight is gonna be super duper easy, honestly. Super duper easy. There we dealt enough damage to her, I think. No? Soon. Skip ahead to the moment. There, okay, it's hard to see what's going on. There's like 5 million spell effects going off. But we randomly dealt enough damage at... Okay, Minago. All traces of Minago's bravado have disappeared, and now her voice trembles with panic. How are you doing that? Where's your power coming from? And Staunton, Minago, to me! Staunton, my darling. No, you'd come back for me. Staunton, shut it! Get over here! Get behind me! The dwarf turns his hard eyes on you. If you want to finish her off, you'll have to step over my dead body first. Killing me won't be a challenge, I know, but I can't last long enough. Long enough to give her time to escape. Minago, let him go! No, Staunton, don't do this. What are we gonna Staunton, don't do this. What am I gonna choose? Staunton, don't do this, of course. Don't do it, and why not? What am I gonna choose here? And she doesn't love you. Demons don't know how to love. No, what did I select it? Good, of course. You still have a chance to redeem yourself. Oh, shut up! Staunton clenches his fist. I've been listening to fairy tales about redemption for 70 years. Enough. Not another word. She doesn't love you. Demons don't know how to love. You think I don't know that demons cannot love? You think this is not news to me? Staunton's face twists into a sickened grin. I know that lying bitch can't truly love me, but what of it? Maybe I'll love her anyway, no matter what. If I don't, what is it going to do with you? Oh my god, did I click that fast? Enough talking, Oh, okay, it's starting by speaking. Enough talking, Minago. Cast your spells and get out of here. I'll hold her off, quickly, before I change my mind. Minago, no, my sweet, I won't abandon you. We'll leave this place together. We'll go where we can be happy. Stonebane, go! Let me finally. Stone clenches his teeth, swallowing the rest of his words. Panting, he looks between Minago and you and back again. At last, the dwarf nods. Damn it! Let's go. The demon and the traitor vanish in a magical haze. You feel the energy thrumming through your body and soul. And soul start to fade. You feel the energy thrumming through your body and soul start to fade. It doesn't leave you. It hides somewhere deep down, leaving behind a small amount of incredible energy, as well as the understanding that you will one day master that inconceivably huge power. Also called Mythic Power! What you gonna get? First boss down, everyone. We have like a million negative side effects. Look at this. Phantasmal purification. What is this even? This creature believes that its skin is rotting away. Thank God, they're calling me creature. We're gonna ignore all those negative side effects, so we're just gonna head for that there door, I think. Bye-bye. And we're gonna leave. And now we have a lot of reading to do. Reading time. I need to sharpen my eyes. Just woke up. Okay, I need some Dr. Pepper. Get through this reading. Gonna be a lot of it today. There's gonna be a lot of reading. Then there's gonna be a lot of leveling up. And oh, I'm looking forward to that. Oh, mythic levels are so wrecking strong. And we haven't even gotten to the strongest things, I think. We're gonna level up once with mythic levels, but we're gonna get to level 2 mythic levels and we'll get to select special things for our main character. I love that everyone gets a mythic level also. Oh, it's so good. Anyways. Anivia, make way! Warrior Queen coming through! With a round for the heroes. Anivia reaches the long table with where your party is gathered around. She heavily flops onto the bench and hands out tankards of beer. Here you go, the heart is packed! And you consider nixing this little shindig, Beth? I did consider it, and I'm still considering it. Hasn't been a week since last demon was booted out of Canavres and Muir. It should be in a period of mourning for all the cities fallen. Yeah, but size. But the people deserve to celebrate, and the gold flag deserves to be honored. We're saving the city and possibly all of Mendeb. If you want heap more praise on me, don't hold back. We did it together. Oh, we did it together. Look at this. Look at this. Good guy, Chris. But someone did more than the rest of us. Don't deny your achievements, Golden Flag. There'll always be plenty of miserable folk, only too happy to tear you down. Oh! Haters, I call them. Haters. According to the watch reports, there's been no demon activity whatsoever outside the Canavres. I get the feeling that the demons are as shocked as we are to what happened there. Gearbeth rubs her forehead pensively. Is this pensive? I don't even know what the word means. What happened in the garrison? What you did, it was a miracle. I truly believe that the gods remembered us and decided to intervene. Beth, come on! Agreed, no serious business today. Alright, I'm done, no more. Who would have thought we'd be celebrating a successful attack on the Grey Garrison, our own fortress, and that we'd blown the roof off the place. It's simply unforgivable, comes the cheerful voice of someone sitting at the far corner of the table. But we're on the topic of the roof. There's already rumors going around that you, God with Flag, have been blessed by Iomede herself. It's always gonna be awkward when I say that. It was her power granted to you that destroyed the garrison's walls and roof. And it turns out that people want a little piece of that blessing for themselves. The townsfolk are gathering the chunks of the Grey Garrison's rubble as souvenirs and talismans. I'm sure they'll hit the black market soon enough. Oh yeah, here, breathe on this for me. Olivia pulls out a piece of grey stone from her pocket. Well, good luck. Breathe on the stone. All the luck we can get. Nice, I'll put it on display at home, or maybe make a hole in it and wear it as a pendant. Nevi! You're about about this. What are you on about now? What do you mean? You see many people at this table who have been personally blessed by Imode herself? Well, a couple perhaps, says some mirthful voice that joined in before. Imode's blessings are not conveyed through stones, and as public officials, we really shouldn't. Irvath looks at the end of the table where the voice originated, and their eyes widen as her words trail off. Queen Galfrey. I feel a little oh, it's a god. But I read everyone with a guy's voice, so it doesn't matter. Oh, I'm sorry. I feel she's more a queenly character. I feel a little chastened after you. Ah, no, that's too manly. I feel a little no. I feel a little chastened after what you said about public officials. But I myself have acquired a few pieces of stone and also wish to ask our heroine to breathe on it for good luck. So what now? Are you going to toss me out of this fine establishment? The woman dressed in unshowy finery raises her eyebrows. Your Highness? Yeah, it's me. I made the journey here to deduct the cost of repairing the garrison roof from your salary. The woman rises from her seat, approaches you and holds out her hand. We have not been introduced. Galfrey of Mendeb. Lawful, kiss her hand. It's an honor, Your Highness. Shake her hand. I didn't expect to see a queen on the table. Queen smiles. I was most keen to see the savior of Canabres with my own eyes. But come and share a table in there. Why not come share your table in a cozy tavern? Irvath, finally recovering from the shock, vaults to her feet. Your Highness! We were just, I'll have them arrange, Come yourself, Commander. I deliberately came here without any fanfare because I did not wish to draw attention away from our honored heroine here. My personal guard and the force I brought with me are standing watch outside the city. I ordered all of your sentries to stand down. They also deserve a break. Every person who tirelessly fought to save Canabres will enjoy themselves today, and my reinforcements will ensure peace and order. We all need to get some rest. Because grand new deeds lie ahead, yes? I did not come here solely to give you this chance to celebrate, but all serious discussions and official announcements can wait tomorrow. I have big plans for you. Queen smiles archly. Especially for you, girl with flag. But I want to keep you in suspense for a little while longer, so I shan't say another word. Let us mark this victory. My first toast is to you, heroine of Canabres. Now, what are we drinking? Oh! Ho, ho!
The fires of Canabres have died down. Now the army's path leads to the walls of Dresden, a fallen citadel that the Crusaders have been trying in vain to reclaim for 70 years. The new piece on the board might give their efforts some added momentum.
Maybe it's gonna happen. Who knows? We'll find out. I need the storyteller. I want to do the storyteller voice. It's the most distinct voice. I make it. Okay. Oh, everyone has like wisdom now. Oh, the thing is with the leveling, I made such a mistake not picking up restoration. And I don't want to pick up restoration on this level on these girls because I want to do with some other things with the mythics. No, we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about it later. I'll keep you in suspense, just like the queen did right now. Okay. Queen is coming. Rise, warriors. Today is a day of sorrow and pride. Sorrow because we weep for our brothers and sisters who perished in Canabres. Pride because despite demonic treachery, our heroes repelled the attack and saved the city. That's true. I, Queen Galfrey of Mendeb, I declare this day the first day of the 5th crusade. And I'm also glad to introduce the one who shall lead the attack on the forces of the Abyss. Me? Government flag? Question mark? The hero of Canabris, Knight Commander of the 5th Crusade. Your leader from now on till victory or death. Government flag? Question mark? Hooray for the Queen! Hooray for the Knight Commander! Now it's time to rest. Everyone is dismissed. Everyone, return to your orders. You're the Queen, dismissed. The guys have girl voices and the girls have guy voices. The troop review is finished. I'll give you some time to look around the camp and then I shall expect your presence at headquarters. Okay. I think we can check out what items we got last time, and we can also sell some items. You have a Milady in the inventory. It's significantly better than your ever-burning torch. Oh my god. Did I really though? Commander, please allow me to join you while you inspect our encampment. Yeah, sure. That is fine, my lady. It's fine. Let's see here. How far are we from level 6? It kind of very super far from level 6. So, last time, just to show you all the items that we picked up in that fight in the Grey Garrison. So we picked up a bulky pick. +1 heavy pick, confirms critical hit on an enemy. The enemy becomes fatigued for 1d3 rounds. A scythe +2. Enhancement +2, not too bad, not too shabby. Wand of Remove Disease. Remove Disease can cure all diseases from which the subject is suffering. That seems like something we kind of want to use, maybe. I don't think this is a disease, this is permanent damage. Yeah, we need the restoration for that. A Mordant War Axe, this was from the Minotaur. We have the Milady. That is short for lands a hit on enemy. The target must pass a fortitude saving throw or become sickened for 1 round. Okay. Old Iron Falcon. We're gonna sell all these items, but it's cool to know what they are, right? It's cool to see them a little bit. So, let's see here. Wilser Garbs, do you have anything that you can show me what you have? You are a merchant, yes. Talk to the quartermaster. Well, that was a quest. I didn't even know. So we can sell all. Maybe the one we can keep. How much is the one? 500. I mean, might want to sell it. Because we honestly don't have that much gold. All things considered. Let's see here. Scroll protection from law. Can sell all those. Oh, holy sword, sure. Reduce person. It's gonna be a lot of selling here. Carved beads, vegetables. I don't know, it seems like our camping supplies are not really being eaten at all. I could be wrong here, but I think we're gonna sell all but 3. Because, I mean, we've had 15 supplies for a long time, and I've slept like 4 times with 15 supplies. So either they go away very slowly, or it's bugged and they're not used at all. That's the 2 possibilities I can see. And they weigh a lot, so put them away. Fruits, wooden plates, some cheese. Sell it all. We don't need it. Unbreakable heart. Don't need. Don't need you, and I don't need you, and I don't need you. Remove paralysis. That could be theoretically useful, so let's keep that. We are gonna get immune to paralysis on a couple of characters. I'll show you that. We'll see if I do that today, or if I split that to a separate episode. Where I do the mythic levels, because that probably deserves its own episode and explanation of the mythic levels. Because there's a lot to go through there. And there is a lot of very overpowered things you can do. I want to mention at least some of them. Want to mention. Yeah, sure. 5,800. Yeah, I mean that's a deal. Dealio. And now we have some potions. A remove sickness one. I'm probably never gonna use this time. And we almost have 8,000. At least then we have 8,000. Now we're 8,000. I don't know, it doesn't matter that we have 8,000, but it just feels good to have 8,000. Feels good. It feels freaking fantastic. What we probably want now are some someone. Can we pay someone to restore us? That's a question. I think there is a, if I remember correctly, I think there's like a cleric or something inside there. No, it's Camila. Yavasalirhythmus. This guy. Pretty sure it. Oh, this guy. We are few, but the gods are with us. The prayers, good people around the world. Dear lady, you've been standing there for a long time. Would you like to help? I would like to buy some healing. Me who? Who, me? No, I definitely would not. Please, act like I'm not here. Just like to watch people work. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see. Visalirhythmus, a stout man with a fuzzy grey beard, greets you with a deep bow. Well met, Commander. Caused quite a stir. Everyone thought Kenara was done for, but gods had other plans. There was quite a blaze over the Grey Garrison. All vermin running out with their tails between their legs. Okay. What kind of help can I expect from you? First, if you need a scroll with a divine spell, I have a lot of them. Something for every emergency. Second, while you're at the camp, I can read any scroll for you. Guaranteed, no surprises. And you better not leave camp without a cleric. I won't be going with you, so you'll need someone else who can read these scrolls. Oh, I thought you could just, you know, cast some scrolls at me. Show me the scrolls you're selling. Okay, so this guy can cast these things, right? Scroll of... let's see here. Scroll of Restoration. There it is. Or Lesser Restoration. Let's see. Scroll of Restoration takes away... How much? If we right click at you. Info. Lesser Restoration dispels any temporary medical effects. Cures 1d4 points of temporary ability damage. If I buy this, Scroll of Restoration Lesser, let's just buy one. Let's just buy one. And then I go in here, and then can I tell you to read that for me? How is that gonna happen? Okay. Wait. Can I do this like when I'm use this? No, I want to use it on someone. Not on yourself. I mean, that's fine though, because you have wisdom damage on you. But what happened? The skull just disappeared? Did we lose some wisdom damage? Ability damage 1. Okay. Ah, okay, it did work. Perfect. Okay, show me what scroll you're selling. Scroll of Restoration Lesser. Sure, take another. Good, okay, well that's good. That's good. Okay, use you. And now we have no ability damage on you. How do I cast this on my companions though? Because they're not in camp. Can I do that from you, sir? What scrolls are you selling? We'll take one more of these. I'm such a cheap bastard. I buy one at a time. Let's see. What happens if I do this? And then I go to the belt. Scroll of Restoration. I would so love to target someone with this. I don't want to use it on myself. I want to use it on someone else. Is that possible? Ah, maybe I do this. I think here's what I do. I put this in here, and then I... Ah, claw had 3 dexterity damage stored. Oh, perfect. Oh, so many scrolls. Okay, we take a couple of these. How many? Take like 14 of them. And let's see here. So now we're gonna use you. But 2 dexterity damage? How much dexterity damage have you taken, sir? Okay, 1 more ability damage. Okay, that's fine. Use on you. Use. Okay. And then we use on you. And we use on you. And we use on you, okay. Nice. Use. And then we try to not take any ability damage until our clerics have learned. That's gonna be in 2 levels, where they learn the restoration. Because this level, as said, we're gonna do something special. Do something very special. This guy has pretty good items though. Well, he doesn't have the things that I need. He doesn't have belts which give strength or something, and he doesn't have headbands which give wisdom. He has charisma headbands, intelligence headband. None of this matters too much, honestly. The wearer of the spell uses a belt, a scroll or potion, +1 caster level. Red salamander gives you more spells, like fire spells, and then you have a 5+ confidence bonus on perception and trickery skill checks. The common ring is probably the best one here, honestly, because that can enable us to maybe pass some checks. Also, this seems a little bit interesting. This congrats where the ability to grant an ally damage reduction 5/1 for 1 minute once per day. I will talk about the mythic levels. We could get damage reduction 10 already if we want to. Only if we want to all our characters, even. I don't know if that's necessary, but I think it's kind of good on this low level. It's not gonna matter later on though, when everything deals like 80 damage. There are some insanely strong stuff here. Eagle Watch encampment. Encampment of Canabras soldiers. Neresian recruitment encampment. Interesting. Chapel tent. Nerua Dendiva's tent. Field medic. Okay. I think we'll go and talk to the queen here. How are we with time? Probably this will be the last thing we have time for, fortunately. Because next time I really want to spend like a lot of time going to the mythic levels. So that's why we're in suspense here with the mythic levels. Okay, Queen Galfrey. The queen greets you with a stare. Just drop the pompous air. With which she just announced the 5th crusade. The face of the ruler of Mendev appears calm and thoughtful. She's made her move and now waits her opponent's reply. Commander! She quickly gets to the point. I'm happy with the troop review, and I expect they will be sufficient for the task. I've chosen a target for the campaign, and the target is Dresden, our lost outpost within the World Wound. The Sword of Valor was stored there. It's the banner that was once held by Imaude herself. Our greatest relic was lost when the city fell. I should make this clear from the start. The Sword of Valor is no mere symbol, but a powerful weapon against demons. The holiness of the banner weakens them, and robs them of one of their most dangerous abilities, teleportation. A forced march on Dresden awaits you. The Sword of Valor is still kept from somewhere within the citadel. The demons probably think it's a hunting trophy. Its recovery is just as important as retaking the city itself. I hope the task is clear. I'm sending 2 specialists to help you, along with the soldiers. A historian, Nura Dendivar, a cleric, and Social Vairnek. Queen nods to the human man and the young halfling woman standing next to her. Nura. Hi, listen. It's amazing here. It's like I'm in a ballad. There's knights in shining armor, deadly dangers, glorious feasts. We're going to show those demons. I'm so tired of sitting in a library reading books about history. It's time I took part in it. This is Lindsay from the last game, by the way. Sounds like it. I'm glad to help you, our crusade commander. If you have some time later, I'd like to speak with you further. We'll have plenty of time to talk. You're the knight commander. People now, her trusted advisors and companions. Now then, will you please leave us, Urbeth? You can go too. When we met at Defender's Heart, I never imagined you'd make me the commander of a new crusade. Oh wow, doesn't matter. You should know I received an unusual gift in the caves of beneath Canabras. In a vision I saw the death of an angel called Lariel. Somehow he was able to grant me the ability to reveal the light of heaven. Oh, that's probably important to say. Lariel, I knew him! He disappeared shortly before the whirlwind grew when Dresden fell into the enemy's hands. In the chaos we had more important concerns than investigating the fate of a single angel. even once a righteous and beloved as Lariel. And afterward, matters took a turn for the worse. Angels left us, go on their special mission. A smile, kind and sad, crosses the Queen's face. It's so strange to hear the names that I used to hear when I was young, like getting messages from the past. It is sad news, but it brings me back to the times where we so strongly believed in our victory and we rushed headlong toward it without fear. Could it be that such times have come again? Maybe. The task is clear. Now let's get going. May Imode help us. Next episode, it's gonna be mythic levels, but this is gonna be all for today, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, and see you tomorrow. Is that a pirate? No! It's a friendly neighbor Chris, of course! I just wanted to say thank you, everyone, for supporting this channel. And thank you to all the members and everyone. I just wanted to show you, what does the money go to when you support me? On Patreon or on the YouTubes? Does it go to gold and gems? No! I buy things that I use for videos, like these lamps that I bought now. These I have been paid for by the Patreon members and the YouTube members. I just want to say thank you. And thank you to the latest members that have joined, which are... Let me share. They are... wrong side. Christian Freitag. Freitag. Oh, that's the best day. The Friday, right? I think that was means in German. I think that's what it means. And Swiss Kid Cobb Kai. Kid Cobb Kai. Kid Cobb Kai. Kid Cobb Kai. Kid Cobb Kai.
Hello, Daniel!
And you are?
It's me, the YouTube algorithm.
And well, what are you doing here?
I'm just here to take those views.
No, those are my views.
Oh, I can explain to you, senor. You see, you have subs 0% and non-subs 100%. That's why you can take all your views.
I guess it's time that you check out the little thing down there.